Hey there guys, how are you? So when I was watching the movie Chappie, every time the robot Chappie spoke in this movie,
I am consciousness. I am alive. I am Chappie.
it kept reminding me of something. And here's that something.
My name is Jeff.
I don't know, am I the only one who sees a similarity there? Either way, let's talk about the movie Chappie. Once again, how are you guys doing? Sorry for the delay on this movie review. Here's what happened. The day after seeing this movie, I had to leave town instantaneously to go to the Arnold Classic. I wanted to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger in person. Did I get to fulfill that dream of mine? No. I wanted to meet the guy, maybe rub some baby oil on our biceps, scream, I don't know, reference some Predator one-liners. What are you doing? Come here, kill me! That's a fantasy of mine. I never got to meet the guy, but I did get to flex beside his statue. So, there's that. So yeah, that's my excuse as to why this movie review is a little bit late. So let's talk about Chappie. This is the latest Neil Blomkamp movie, and after watching the movie Elysium, which came out a couple years ago, I was really hoping that he directed a better movie, and I was really excited to see the movie Chappie. It was one of my most anticipated movies of 2015, and when it comes to director Neil Blomkamp, I'm a huge fan of this guy. Well, I'm more so a fan of his first movie, District 9. I just think the guy has talent. He knows how to make a really good movie. He knows how to use CGI and not make it feel overbloated. He knows how to blend it into the environment and make it feel real and subtle. Now I was hoping to get all that again, plus a really good story with interesting characters in his latest movie, Chappie. And did I get all of those things? Well, yeah, we'll save that for a little bit later. Alright, so what is the movie Chappie all about? Well, in the not too distant future, the streets are patrolled by a police force of mechanized droids, and one of those droids is stolen and reprogrammed to do some bad, dumb, stupid shit by some of the biggest pieces of human trash you will ever see in a feature-length film. Now, starring as Chappie in this movie is Sharlto Copley. Sharlto. I feel like I pronounced his first name wrong right there. Either way, please don't correct me down below. It'll just make my life that much easier. Anyway, he voices Chappie in this movie, and I really gotta give it to the guy because he's been in every single one of Neil Blomkamp's movies. I like him as an actor. I think he brings a lot to every movie that he's in. He's usually one of the best things about all of these movies. And he really kind of humanized Chappie. He gave him a personality. He made him more than just a robot. And that's one of the biggest praises I can give the movie Chappie. See what I'm doing? I'm talking about the positives before we talk about all the negatives in just a few seconds. But yeah, suffice it to say, I really liked the character Chappie in this movie. He had a personality, you cared about the robot, and sometimes in robot movies, that's hard to do. It's hard to care about a mechanized thing more so than the human characters in movies. But in this movie, it's very, very easy. And I will say there was definitely a few dramatic scenes where I almost not got a tear in my eye, but I really was just like, man, they're treating that robot like shit. And I want a robot. That's always been a dream of mine. I just want to keep a robot in my closet. I don't know what it does for me. I maybe just watch movies and make popcorn. That's all I'm asking for. I don't need some 20-foot tall Optimus Prime that shoots missiles out. I just want a robot that makes me popcorn. Is that too much to ask for? Come on, society! Where's my robot? Now let's talk about the human element of this movie. All the good guy characters in this movie don't have enough screen time to make you as a viewer care about anything that they're doing or saying, and all the relationships in this movie happen so quickly, they feel so forced, and you're just like, why do these two people care about each other so much? There was no build up to that. There's no explanation. And that one and only good guy character I'm talking about is played by actor Dev Patel, who plays this engineer slash scientist. He's the guy who created Chappie the robot, and he's pretty much the only human in this movie that cares about this robot. Now let's talk about the other group of humans that this movie showcases and almost dedicates too much screen time to. It's this group of thugs led by a guy who calls himself Ninja. He almost reminds me of James Franco's character from the movie Spring Breakers. Remember his character Alien? And this gang's plan is to kidnap the robot Chappie, reprogram him to commit crimes, and help them with their criminal activities. By the way, the movie also stars actor Hugh Jackman, or as I like to call him in this movie, Mad Insane Mullet Man, who has his own evil robot, and he just wants to destroy shit for no apparent reason whatsoever. That's Hugh Jackman's character in this movie. Hugh Jackman is essentially the bad guy of the movie, and he has his own crime-fighting robot, and he wants it to have the spotlight, and he's willing to do anything to get that. And his robot is like a direct ripoff of Ed 209 from RoboCop. Look at this. It's a direct ripoff. So here are my final flicking thoughts on the movie Chappie. Final flicking thoughts. I'm going to use that from now on. That's a good way to wrap up movie reviews. Neil Blomkamp did a good job visually with the movie. I like the way that his movies look, but as far as the writing for this movie goes, well, it was atrocious to say the least. But unfortunately, overall, this movie's just one big inconsistent mess. You don't care about anyone in this movie besides Chappie, and the saddest thing is, they easily could have corrected some of these mistakes if they just tweaked them a little bit. But rather than tweak them to make them better, they just went out of their way to make them as terrible as they could. Yeah, this movie was just scattered all over the place, and the ending just did not mesh well with the rest of the movie. And to me, the ending to this movie, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but the ending to this movie was almost the exact same ending as District 9. Except you don't have prongs, you have robots now. And I just thought that felt a little bit lazy. So anyway, guys, I'm going to give the movie Chappie a C-. Yeah, I was really disappointed by this movie. I was hoping it would be better than it was. So guys, here's my question to you, and let me know down below in the comments section. What did you think about the movie Chappie, or what is your favorite robot movie of all time? Thanks for watching, guys, and by the way, if you haven't already, please check out my second channel, John Flickster. It's my vlog channel, where I pretty much post videos about everything and anything. I do weekly Q&As, and that's where I put my Flick Trip videos. If you don't know what a Flick Trip video is, well, it's where I go out into society, I take you guys with me, and we buy movies, talk about some random stuff. Here's a clip, check it out. What? We could just do a Blu-ray review of it right here, couldn't we? Yeah, if you want some more of that or like weird stuff, click the link down below in the description box. Subscribe to my second channel, John Flickster. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.